Shapes in Space. Source, NASA, All About Space. By visualgk.com. Since the first ancient humans turned their gaze to the skies above, civilizations began familiarizing themselves with the inky blackness of the night sky, using the patterns they saw in it. These patterns resembled recognizable objects, or animals, within different cultures, and were used to track the seasons, and for navigation. Modern astronomy uses a very similar system, with 88 official constellations, used to divide the sky into sections, many based on those used by past cultures and explorers. Looking further into the cosmos, with ever-improving telescope technology, has shown that there are shapes and patterns to be found beyond the constellations as well, with wispy filaments of gas and dust, clusters of stars, and even the surfaces of planets, surprising us with something familiar, so far from home. Martian Mask. The 25th of July 1976. When NASA scientists were inspecting photos, beamed back by Viking 1 and 2 in the 1970s, the last thing they expected to see was a stony face staring back at them. This 2-kilometer-wide feature watched its observers from a region of Mars called Cydonia. Taking into account the low camera quality available in the 1970s, the face was quickly dismissed as a trick of the light. More recent visits by advanced spacecraft, like the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, have confirmed the mask-like structure to be a mesa, a flat-topped area of elevation, which is common in the Cydonia region of Mars. Space Manatee. The 19th of January 2013. The National Science Foundation turned its Karl Jansky Very Large Array towards the 20,000-year-old supernova remnant Westerhout 50, with radio waves showing that the nebulous region around the dead star had a shape very similar to an aquatic creature found on Earth, the manatee, or sea cow. The distorted shape of the gaseous shell is caused by a small quasar at the center of the region called SS-433, which emits jets of ionized material. These jets have shaped the space around them, creating bulges in the gas. This sea cow is truly massive, spanning nearly 700 light-years across. Tadpole Trail. The 21st of June 2021. 420 million light-years away, in the constellation of Draco, lies a streamer of stellar material, leading away from the galaxy UGC 1021-4, the Tadpole Galaxy. This trailing tail measures an enormous 280,000 light-years long, and was displaced by a gravitational interaction with a passing galaxy, around 100 million years ago. This event caused mass star formation within the galaxy and its tail, which exhibit many clusters of bright, blue stars. Some of these clusters of hot young stars include over 1 million individual members. Cackling Witch. The 11th of December 2006. This reflection nebula's gas and dust is lit up by the bright star Rigel in Orion, giving it its ghostly glow. As Rigel is an extremely bright blue-white supergiant, the gaseous region also appears blue, as it bounces the star's color back. The dust grains in the nebula also reflect blue light much more effectively than red, further deepening the color. The pointed chin and nose conjure images of an old crone staring into the stars, giving the object its name. Beautiful Butterfly. The 27th of July 2009. With a wingspan 3 light-years across, this bipolar planetary nebula appears to flutter across the sky on magnificent wings, made of gas and dust, expelled from a dying star over thousands of years. The culprit is one of the hottest known stars in our galaxy, with temperatures as hot as 25,000 degrees Celsius. This star was once 5 times the mass of our Sun. When it ran out of fuel, and began to collapse, it started to shed its material in 2 directions, giving the nebula its butterfly-like appearance. Also known as NGC 6302, this nebula lies 3,800 light-years away, in the constellation of Scorpius. Penguin and Egg. The 31st of January 2018. This unusual pair of interacting galaxies is collectively known as ARP-142, and resembles a penguin, taking care of its egg. The penguin, NGC 2936, likely used to be a standard spiral galaxy, before the close approach began to deform it. The egg, NGC 2937, is an older elliptical galaxy. The 2 galaxies are moving closer together, and will one day merge into one big galaxy. This colorful image was created by combining visible light data from the Hubble Space Telescope, with infrared observations made by Spitzer. Interstellar CIGAR. The 19th of October 2017. In 2017, a weird object made headlines, thanks to its origin from beyond our solar system, discovered when scientists traced its path backwards, based on its trajectory around the Sun. It turned out that the object wasn't gravitationally bound to our star, giving it away as an interloper. Dubbed Oumuamua, possibly 10 times as long as it was wide, with many an artist's conception giving it the appearance of a rocky cigar. Oumuamua made its closest approach to Earth at about 24 million kilometers, on the 14th of October 2017, and is currently on its way back out of the solar system, likely never to return. Galactic Hat. The 2nd of October 2003. Messier 104 is a peculiar galaxy we can only view side-on relative to Earth. Its bright central bulge, and dark outer dust lane, bring to mind a wide-brimmed Mexican hat, and this resemblance is where the galaxy got its nickname, the Sombrero Galaxy. Although it lies 31 million light-years away, the object's bright magnitude of +0.8 means even small amateur telescopes are able to resolve it, making it a popular target. The bright galactic nucleus at the center contains a supermassive black hole, estimated to be at least 1 billion times the mass of our Sun. Jellyfish tendrils. The 7th of January 2017. The Jellyfish Nebula and its gaseous tentacles are part of the supernova remnant IC443, the wispy remains of a massive star that blew up in a spectacular death many thousands of years ago. Studies have revealed that this intense explosion left a neutron star behind, a tiny star that has immense mass and gravitational influence. The 2 bright yellow stars that sit either side of the cosmic sea jelly are Mu and Eta Geminorum, stars in the constellation of Gemini. The Jellyfish Nebula is 5,000 light-years away, and around 30,000 years old. Please like, share and subscribe. visualgk.com